Welcome to Quantum X Trades BTC update. We're starting with a daily time frame as always. So we see that we have had a strong momentum to the upside. We have that candle over there, and we are now making another move to the upside. As you can see, it's like the momentum to the upside is slowing down. So we need to be careful longing, right? That's an important thing to take into consideration. So let's drop down to the 5-minute chart, which we analyzed in our previous video. Okay. So today, I was trying to dissect the price action starting from here. We said this was a 1, 2, 3 structure, right? Our W, right? And we had this whole move here as our X. And we had a 3-wave move to the downside as our W. Okay. And in our previous video, I said that this could be the complete structure because in this last leg, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had in this leg, we had 1, 2, let's say 1, 2, 3 waves, and then in the last leg we had 1, 2, 3, we had a 4 there and a 5, like that. Okay, so this looked like a complete corrective pattern to me. So this was our W right here, our X and our Y. And I said this could be the complete structure. I also mentioned that it's possible that we might drop down to around these areas. But I indicated that for us to drop to these areas, we will have to lose the support that we had. So if you paid attention to the marked bounce, for example, this node that I drew here, you would have noticed that we bounced off of it. And I also indicated that after we made, let me quickly remove the indicator so that you can see the price action. So I also mentioned that okay, I need to work on my mouse skills. All right, so I also mentioned that when we came up, when we bounced, the first time we bounced, so we were here when I was making the video, I said we broke this resistance. So to me, I said I would love to see a 3-wave move to the downside, and then that could be a good buy. So we have this is the kind of 3-wave move that I was talking about. So had we lost this and continued down, I would have still expected to buy around these levels. So here, well, in this range, in this whole box. So this whole range could have been my buy zone. So I would have waited for it to find support, a move to the upside, so something like this. Let's say it bounces off there, a move to the upside, a pullback, and if that turns into good support, then I would try to buy to anticipate a breakout like it has done, right? But I indicated that I might not be expecting this move to the downside. Why? Because I considered this structure to be complete, as I counted 3 waves there and the 5 waves there, completing the W, X, and Y structure. All right, so from here, let me bring back my volume profile indicator. All right, it's back. So from where we were, this is the price action. We came up, tested the POC, the yellow line in between. As you can see, we bounced off it, tested the value area high, came back below the POC, and we were using this, if you see this whole marking here, this is also a support range. So we bounced off that, tested the POC, came back, tested the value area low, bounced off POC, and we're just like ranging in this area until again we went down to tap into that in this support, right? So when we bounced here, I waited for price to come up, gain this value area low, it tested the POC, came back down, and when I saw this bounce, right, I still waited because the price became, I started feeling that it's bearish. But according to the TA that we did, we're expecting 3 waves. So we had these 3 waves. So a pump pullback. So this was a good entry, and I entered from here. So we came up, bounced off the POC, tested the value area high, and again, this is where I mentioned that if we could regain the value area low of the previous day, which is right here. I don't know if it's visible. Let me expand the chart and remove some of these blue lines. I love the color blue. All right, so if we could regain this value area low of our previous day, that could become very bullish. And as we can see, we cut right through it, right? Cut right through it, and then we bounced off of it. And from here, we indeed pumped. And this is what we got. So we pumped all the way to the price targets that we had, which is close to 23,800. All right, which is this bound that we have up here. It's starting from 2,868, somewhere there. So what do we expect from here? So this is a start of a 5 wave to the upside. So if we are starting from here, let's say 1, 2, 3, we expect price to come down and then make another move to the upside. So at this moment, I wouldn't be very bullish. Of course, I'm still bullish, but we're heading to into a resistance zone. How strongly we get rejected, I have no idea. But at this moment, I wouldn't advise being overly bullish. Of course, this can cause some excitement where one would want to buy, right? So I'll just put a quick guide if someone wants to buy, what to look out for. So if you watched my previous videos, I also indicated, actually, let me use a blank chart. So I'll use this one. So let's assume, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's remove this. All right. Okay. So if I'm to trade this to the upside, I shared a technique, which is using the fib. So let me just quickly explain before I draw this. So okay, so let me actually do something very interesting. So let's assume let me play back this. We're here, okay? So, and let's say, let me play it. Okay, let's put a 10x. All right. So we were coming up from here, right? Let's say we're coming up all the way from here. And this is the first stop that we have, the first resistance that we face. So what I can do here is get a fib and draw it right at the close. And then what I'll be looking out for is checking what price does. So I'm mostly interested with the price interaction with the 0.13. I would like to see price find support above the 0.13, and my target will be the 0.5 or the 0.618, which is 23,000 and 23,800. So let's try to play this quickly and see what happens. Okay. Oops, that was fast. Yeah, I would like to make a fast video. So let me just reduce it to maybe 3 and see what happens. Okay, so we go down. All right, this is happening very fast. So anyways, if you go down to the lower time frames, you see that this bounced off this the highest point we had, the first highest point, and then we found support above the 0.13. So when this happens, we usually pump to these areas. So if you buy the breakout, your target should be this minus 0.5 or the 0.618. Okay, so this is the technique I shared before. So let's play that and see where it goes. Okay, so you can repeat this. You can also try the following. So you take the fib again, starting from where this pump started from. So let's say it started from here, and then you go to the upper bound because you're expecting the price to make, when it's trying to make a higher high. This is where you use this technique, right? So let's see what price does again. So I'm going to see how it interacts with the 0.13. If it finds support above it, that means we're going to go higher. What's going on? Increase the pace. Oh, okay. So let me just. All right. So as you can see, we tried right now. Okay, so this is live now. So we tried to pump above the 0.13, but we got rejected. What I would like to see, if you're feeling like you have, if you want to buy, in short, right, you have to only buy this, right? This is my advice. If price comes above and finds support above the 23,579, if it can find support above there, then you can buy and target 24,400 to 24,700. For the meantime, we have been rejected. Let me drop down to the 1 hour. So we have been rejected, right? So you can draw this on your chart and just watch out for price action, right? If we come back above there, maybe we can stay in this range, test the 0.13, get rejected, we might drop like that. We find support there, break out, find support there, then this would be a signal that we're going to push higher. So I hope this makes sense. I wouldn't be buying where price is right now because we've been rejected clearly. So your buy signal would be a support above 23,579. That would be your buy signal. For the meantime, we might just probably continue going down. So usually when we get rejected by the minus 0.13, we find support around the 0.382 fib. So we might even come back. We might even come back down to this level, only to go back up again. So, well, I wouldn't like to guess, but for now, I'm not bullish because we have been rejected. I'll only get bullish if we find support above the 0.13 area, just like we did here, as I demonstrated when I played back, right? So the 0.13 area was around here. We found support, we pumped. Right now, we have been rejected. So we're yet to, I'll probably make another video tomorrow to see what happens. Okay, actually, let me add in a few things. So we should, all right, so another thing that I would like to add, let me increase that. So as you can see, we have formed resistance areas. So there's a node, this one here. So I'll mark that like this. And I'll extend this right, okay? Let's change the color for a change. Can I change the color? Yes, I can. Let's put it as yellow. Okay. Then we have another node that has formed around this area. Okay. So as you can see, we have been rejected. So I would have loved to see price find support above this node, but then we are getting rejected even at this node, which should have been support. It has just cut right through, right? And there's another node, if you can see, it just cut right through. So we have a node here, if you can see, right here, right there. There's a node. So this is where we are finding support. Oh, my chart is getting clustered. Yeah, this is painful for the eyes, but yeah, bear with me. So if we just watch out for these levels. Actually, I didn't know that for the viewer, you don't know these price levels. So I'll click on these bounds so that you see on the right, you can see the price, right? So this is the price for the middle node. The node that the lower node that's the price. Yeah, so you can pause the video and mark them. And the upper node, that's the price. Okay, so mark these and see how price will be interacting with these areas, whether it's getting rejected or finding support above those levels. Yeah, so see you tomorrow, guys. I just wanted to share this. So be careful longing, follow the fib technique. It will help you navigate the markets. Yeah, sorry if the video is long again. Bye bye. See you. Subscribe. See you on Telegram.